Hi, this is the monthly horoscope for Pisces for the month of March 2023. And now we have ended our Saturn Dasha, bitches. I'm so excited. Our Saturn Dasha has ended. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, sweet Jesus. So, new beginnings are coming up, and we already feel those new beginnings because we've had like a lot of purging when it comes to our relationships this last year. So, and new beginnings for some of us and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. So, anyways, on the second, and show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing and helping me, girl. March 2nd at 5:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters your first house. Mercury in Pisces is such a detriment, but also I have Mercury in Pisces, but also it takes on the form of Gemini. So you have Gemini tendencies, or your thoughts are more Gemini, very cerebral. And also with the Gemini tendencies, that you tend to be like Tony Robbins, like the shit that comes out of your mouth is like, wow, mystical and all inspiring, and it's like, damn, and then you go back to being stupid again. So also when you are dating, like, you appreciate somebody that is intellectual, like a talker. So you tend to like generally gravitate to like Scorpios, or Cancer signs. So anybody that's like, or another Gemini, anybody that's like very talkative, you tend to gravitate to a little bit more. This is often a time in which you're very busy with communications, text messages, emails, phone calls. They may be nonstop. This is a good time to express yourself, but you may not be you're not a very good listener at this time. Your mind is clear and you're able to express your intentions in a way that makes misunderstandings unlikely. This is a good time for learning and traveling and making an impression on, or communicating with those of influence, those in authority. It's a good time for reaching agreements, signing contracts. You're prone to talk a lot and voice your opinion any chance that you get. Pause long enough for other people to get a word in edgewise. Your voice could also be very poetic at this time, very flowing. Even when you write, it's like almost rhyming, okay? I feel also you can be a bit of a psychic sponge at this time, so be self-aware of your emotional self. Like, you could feel the shift in the room as well, or like you'll like have like no thoughts in your head. Like for me, when I go to the gym and there's like a bunch of dudes, my thoughts normally turn really violent for some reason. It's like, oh my god, and it's like, because it's like they're still like on their job, or a lot of them like were in the army and stuff like that. So just be aware of your thoughts during this time period as well. With this energy, use this time period to meditate. Also acknowledge if you feel like there was like some kind of aggression in the room. Say, are you okay? Like, acknowledge people's feelings, because sometimes you'll break that energy and you'll feel that energy break, because all of a sudden there's no more of that sense of that feeling of negativity, because that person was experiencing something. So just be aware of that during this time period. That you can be a psychic sponge, because sometimes when you're a psychic sponge, it's not really good, because then you're moody, depressed, or whatever you're going through at this time. And then sometimes you have like psychic connections with other people, so you be feeling them energies. So it's like, oh my god, bitch, you need to stop. You going through a depression? Yes, you need to stop. So it's like that, and then at that time there's nothing you could do about it but go with the flow, because that person could be anywhere and you could be like psychically connected to that person. So yeah, just be a little bit cognizant of your feelings. Delve into meditation or your spirituality at this time. You're a great listener, conversationalist. Be careful with this energy, because you tend to be a bit unpredictable at this time, so you can have your YOLO minutes this month. This is a great time for those of you who are entertainers, musicians, artists. If you're a hobbyist, it's a great time for some of you, because it's going to bring out more of your psychic energy, spiritual meditation, power of prayer. These things come naturally to you. For some of you, you can be very interested in the paranormal at this time with this energy. I feel also you'd be super gullible at this time, so don't believe everything that you hear, and talk is super cheap with this energy. And you can be too trusting at this time, which others may take advantage of that. I feel ultimately you're extremely shy, at this time, so you can have, again, your spontaneity moments, your YOLO moments. On the 7th at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the full moon in Virgo in your 7th house, you can be super complaining and super judgy and super critical of other people, and you can find that just certain people just rub you the wrong way and piss you off way too easily. You may not have anything nice to say, even when it comes to your partner. I feel like you're judging other people, basically. With this energy, you need to change, and it's basically sometimes what happens when we're judging other people and we're saying, like, we're being like super critical of others. It's not us necessarily doing it. Sometimes our angels do it, and you gotta, and angels don't like people. It's like, they don't. They're just jealous of people and stuff like that. And so what ends up happening is that your angel talks through you and ends up telling the other person off at this time, or says harsh things at this time, because angels don't know how to talk to humans. It's like they're really analytical in their way of thinking, so they don't put themselves in other people's shoes. So, try to use Kuth at this time and discernment when talking to other people, especially when you want them to change something about themselves at this time. Like tell them, you have an opportunity to change ego if you do this, or you stop doing this, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work, but you could try. I feel also this is a time to help you grow and evolve as a person. You need to be careful with codependent relationships, because they're going to cost you money, or this person is going to take advantage of you. This is your ex playing with your heartstrings, because they're always breaking them, and you need to be, and they can make you broke on this day, so they could be using you for some kind of agenda at this time. You and your mate are not likely to see eye-to-eye. Arguments are the result of it, and things happen very quickly with this energy, 3 days before, 3 days after. So you may have to be more flexible during this time period because of certain events that may be coming up at this time. Your communications with women can be more difficult. You're getting into a lot of arguments, especially with domestic issues. Then on the 7th at 8:35 a.m., Saturn enters Pisces in your first house. So those of you who are 16 and probably in your early 30s, and so and some of you are going through your Saturn dasha, not your Saturn dasha, your Saturn in Pisces return. So those of you in your late 28s, so it's a lot of clarity at this time. It's a lot of you don't give a crap anymore about certain things, or certain people don't affect you. Your bullies or people that you don't like don't affect you anymore on certain levels. So you could be more assertive. You could be telling them off at this time. You could be having more of a backbone with this energy here, and taking back your power, and not really allowing other people to intimidate you anymore with this energy. So you may like this energy here. I feel like it's gonna really calm you down during this time period, and you can feel more stability in your life. Even though you don't have financial stability, you could feel like you got your stuff together. You could feel more in control of your situation. Even when you don't, you just feel more confident about yourself during this time period. You can also be getting along better with those who are older than you, or you relate better to those who are older than you. So you can find yourself hanging out with relatives who are older than you, or you prefer to hang out with the college kids instead of your friends with this energy. You could also be more of a loner during this time period as well, and kind of staying more to yourself and just wanting high school to be over with this energy. For others of you, you can be delving into your spirituality more so. So all the ages could be delving more into their spirituality during this time period, because you can feel more connected to source energy. Also, you can be relying more on your intuition during this time period as well. Those of you who are 40 and older, this is a time where you're a bit more frugal with your money, and you start simplifying your life at this time. You may feel this month and this year the theme song is going to be I'm going to what is this? I'm just gonna be just more about my sanity at this time could be your theme song with this energy here. I feel like for some of you, you're moving away from certain situations that were chaotic in your life, or didn't make sense, or you just have outgrown certain people, because you're changing. Your values, wants, and needs are changing at this time, so you're not relating to certain people anymore, okay? Or you don't want to be invested in your drama. So those of you in your 30s and under, you you know, this is a time where you're trying to escape oppression of mother for some of you here. And this is a time of really trying to branch out on your own and kind of doing your own thing. But at the same time, you have a lot of lessons going back to the same situations. You have a lot of lessons with your relationships during this time period. For others of you, depends who's in your chart. Like we have Pluto in Aquarius. This could be, you know, and this is a time where you could be just like cutting the cord and walking away from relationships, period. You're kind of like having your YOLO moment, and you're going to live your life your way, especially those of you who are in your 20s, your early 20s, or going to college at this time. Because and for others of you, this is a time where you're more about your money situation and saving money for college, saving money to get a car, and you could find yourself being a bit more of a workhorse, being more pursuant of your career, getting more jobs at this time. So some of you may have like 3 jobs during this time period as well. For some of you, you know, like, let me see. You find religion and it gives you structure and security, and this time your intuition is really going to come out and come through for you, even though those of you in your early teens or children who are Pisces, they may start being a bit more mediumistic at this time, you know, like Teresa Caputo. So you kind of want to like nurture that medium energy that they're having. So whatever they say that they're seeing or feeling, or even like some people could be experiencing it themselves and being more of a medium. I know that, you know, when Saturn hits my chart, but it's like when specifically I'm in Massachusetts, oh my Jesus mother. It's like, did somebody die here? Yes. Okay, I can't live here. I mean, talk about looking for an apartment. I'm like, did everybody die in Massachusetts? I was like, damn it. I was like all the way up in Worcester and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I am not going to live anywhere. Like my friends were like, why did you switch house? Why'd you switch apartments? I'm like, okay, so there was a crackhead in there and he died of an overdose and he's still in that room. And I asked the landlord and I went, did a crackhead die in there? And he said, yes, with the needle in his arm. And I went, okay, and it was a suicide, right? He's like, yes, he left a note. I said, okay, I need to leave rooms. He's like, okay. He's like, so which apartment feels safe to you? And I said, this one. But then it turned out like the whole place had like a history. I had a bunch of murders in it. Oh my God. At one point, I got to meet the sister of somebody whose other sister got killed. And I'm like looking at the floor and I'm like, oh my God. Somebody got strangled by this dude. He was on top of her and he was just strangling her right in the middle of the hallway. Her sister opened the door and she said, that was my sister. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Light a candle. And then I like walked away and I said, I really gotta move. I can't be here no more. Yeah, I was crazy. Oh my gosh. And then my stupid little ass tried to be like all cute and stuff. And then on Halloween, I tried to go to Salem for Halloween. Oh my, forget it. Forget it. Them witches do not play in Salem, Massachusetts. I was like, I can't. I'm freaking out everywhere. It looks so crazy. I was screaming the whole time. Oh my God. My ex was like, you are a nut job. We're going home. I'm like, okay. I lasted 15 minutes in Salem on Halloween. I was like, damn, I can't. Oh my gosh, I was so disappointed in myself. But anyway, so yeah, enjoy my fellow Pisceans. Enjoy, okay? Welcome to my world. So yeah, you could be very much a medium at this time with this energy. For some of you here, you're grieving. You've been grieving since like last year. You have a hard time letting go of the past. Okay, this year, and revisiting the past. So you're really dealing with like PTSD stuff, or you really need to get like therapy to help you release certain things at this time. So you have a hard time letting go of past, and like leaving past hurts, and it can affect you. You know, you could become like an alcoholic or a drug addict, you know, or, you know, it can cause problems later on. So, you know, you really need to work on releasing. And it can cause you blockages with moving forward to your future. So you really need to work on letting go of things at this time. And once things get a little bit harder during Saturn retrograde, you're going to end up going back to the past or revisiting it. And you need to be less defensive and more open to your present. You have a lot of endurance and willpower at this time. So whatever bad habits you have, you can be changing. You can be working on the self this year. I feel like you have wisdom and advice to give to others, like Tony Robbins wisdom. So beautiful energy. I feel your life lessons at this time is going to be grow an emotional understanding, humility, and compassion. And I feel like you take on the wounded bird a little bit more than usual. So I would be careful with those relationships that need healing, even though sometimes it's good, but sometimes, you know, those birds, you pet them, and them damn birds just fly away. And it's like, what the hell? All right. So I would be very careful with relationships at this time. And, you know, Aries and Juno here for a little bit this month, and then it goes into Taurus here. So this is a time still for serious love relationships. I would be careful. So don't take on alcoholic or addiction people. Like, really get to know these people at this time with this energy, you know, and you know, stick to your guns when it comes to what you want in love at this time with this energy. For some of you, you could find problems when Saturn goes in retrograde with your feet, lower back, and extremities, foot, lymphatic system. You can have issues with, so you could be oversensitive. Your body could be very sensitive at this time, and it can even be weaker when the planets go in retrograde, so be careful. On the 16th at 6:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Venus enters Taurus in the third house of communications. You can be more of a comfort, like you want to nurture your relationships and cook for them and take care of them. You're very generous with this energy. You love love, and you love to communicate with other people. You're very devoted to other people in your life, like family, siblings. You take practical approach to romance. You also love your material possessions because they provide a sense of security for you, and you want to share them with the ones that you love. You nurture your relationships as well. You cultivate relationships, and you may not have many friends, but the friendships that you do have will be long-lasting ones with this energy. Venus and Taurus in your third house, you're a cultivator of relationships, so you don't prefer superficial relationships or people who come across as fake to you. And, you know, so you like stay away from them like the plague. You show nurturing and love by feeding others, by having them stay in your home, and letting you taking care of them. On the 19th at 12:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters Aries. Cock those brains before you shoot that mouth off, because you're straightforward and you're honest with this energy. And this is in your second house, but you don't sugarcoat anything, and you're a bit more serious minded at this time, and you can't stand weak people. You tend to eat them alive at this time. You have no tolerance for them, and you also are very frugal with your money with Mercury in the second house with this energy, and you're very resourceful at this time with your resources. So you could find yourself like finding unique ways to like cook your food, or like use all your food before you go grocery shopping again kind of situation, or you're just budgeting yourself a little bit more than usual. A beautiful time for saving money. You could be taking like your date out on parks or walking or Netflix and chill. There's a beautiful energy time here where you're more resourceful at this time, and you're about making money and saving money with this energy. You're very original in your way of thinking. You can be starting a new business endeavor. This could also be epiphanies happening as well, and a lot of self-realizations. On the 20th at 5:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Sun enters Aries, taking on the overtones of Venus and Taurus. You're very straightforward and honest. You need to cock those damn brains before you shoot that mouth off, because you really don't care who you hurt. You're just very honest with this energy. You're not about the drama. You're not about overly sensitive people. Like, you walk away from them, you're like, oh, hey, go. You know, and you can't stand people who complain. You're confrontational at times with this energy here as well. I feel like you can be a bit impulsive at this time. You're bubbly and optimistic. You're super hardworking, so you can be like a super workhorse at this time, and you can get a lot done with this energy. For some of you could actually have like 2, 3, 4 jobs at this time, because you have like a lot of willpower and stamina here and a lot of energy here, and you like investing into the self at this time. For some of you, you're more about your financial situation, your money situation. You can be more about your emotional stability during this time period here. So this is a beautiful energy for you for making improvements on your finances, making improvements on the self, working on the self, dieting, lifestyle changes. Juno is going to move into the sign of Taurus, which I will talk about in a weekly horoscopes, into your third house. So this is going to be a really good time for money. So you're definitely more about your financial stability. I feel like you can be receiving a confidence boost because of your money situation improving, because you got Chiron in there, and Chiron is your self-worth and your self-value is dictated by your money situation. Also, for the month of March, you are learning to work smarter, not harder with this energy. New love can come in still. You can be meeting somebody close to home or somebody that you already know with this energy. Then on the 21st at 1:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the new moon in Aries, again, just cock those damn brains before you shoot that damn mouth off. You still have that beautiful stellium happening. This could be dumb luck kicking in with money. This could be business picking up at this time. You can be coming up with money-making ideas, starting on a new business project with this energy here. You can be delving with self-care. I feel for some of you here, Mars at 28 degrees. For some of you, you can be, this can be a move happening. You can have a falling out with somebody in your life and then moving out of this situation. Ceres is also not well aspected, and it's in retrograde. And it's going to be also forming a kite energy with the fire trines. So this could be good news with money matters and working in your favor, as well as dealing with government agencies, social services, court could be, and housing. And this could be a good time for that. You can have a falling out with family members at this time. You may not be on speaking terms with family members because you're more about your freedom with this energy here. Whoever has to leave your life at this time, let them leave your life. You're all about taking initiative and getting rid of people or things that no longer apply in your life. On the 23rd at 8:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pluto in Aquarius. This is your 12th house of subconscious and self-undoing. So for some of you here, it's been in Capricorn for a little bit, so you had a taste of that. And then some of you is just coming into Aquarius. So it depends what's going on with your natal chart. So some of you are dealing with the same energies. We are dealing with Saturn energy here. So certain things may no longer apply in your life. And then who's the ruler? Uranus. So expect the unexpected when this energy is coming into your 12th house. For some of you, you could be going back to school, taking online classes, teaching yourself certain things that you want to learn at this time. You tend to have a bigger, better understanding or grasp of what it is that you're doing with this energy. I feel like for some of you here, these 20 years, you can be your own worst enemy at times and go through life alone because you can be tyrannical towards other people, and especially the women in your life. So you need to pick and choose your battles. You need to work on not being tyrannical with others and oppressive. You need to learn self-control. You need to learn patience with other people during this time period as well. With this energy, you need to work on not being so rebellious or so willing, or you need to work on being more forgiving with other people and not so quick to kick out other people in your life. This is a great time to tap into the unconscious mind. You're very highly developed with your intuition now. You're very clairvoyant, sympathetic. You have the capacity to improve the situation of the less fortunate as well. So I would be careful with this energy because sometimes you have lessons with your giving energy, and so you're taking on other people's karma here. So you need to be a bit discerning about who you help. You might have more unusual, peculiar, or serendipitous experiences, so fate can be intervening over the next 20 years, so try to go more with the flow. Everything happens for a reason, so know that. Old resentment can also act like a potion of poison and poison your imagination, so thoughts really do become things and undermine your ability to trust your inner self. Once you've conquered your own demons, you may feel driven to help others confront their own and become extremely effective healer. On the 25th at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mars enters Cancer in your 5th house. You can be the one controlling the group or be more in a leadership position with your friends. This can be a popular energy time for you. Those of you in your teens and your early 20s, you can be controlling the group, like where they go out and fighting for control with the group, and this could be fighting with a Cancer at this time. There's an unusual force and impulsiveness to your desires. Your willpower is strong, but you can full-heartedly be self-indulgent. You love to compete, but you're a bad loser. You love sports and doing well in robust physical team games. You're constantly falling in and out of love and enjoying the experience. You're very sexual, idealistic, and romantic, and your strong sexual drive demands a sexual partner. At times when afflicted, Mars right now is afflicted, and so when it comes in, it's afflicted. So there's quarrels arising from sexual jealousy and impatience impatience can mar your emotional relationship. You're a gambler, but should avoid gambling and speculations at this time. I feel for some of you, you work well with children and often an excellent disciplinarian. I feel at this time with Mars being afflicted, your children may be subject to accidents at this time, or they could be dealing through health issues. You have their self-control is not very good at this time, nor are they very loving at this time, and this could be like you paying off a karmic debt between you and that child. Okay, so don't start beating your child because you guys have got a karmic debt, but it's there. Okay, so it's just that you just have to have a different conversation with that person. Okay, let me see. So the first card I come up with is the Sun card. So this is a popular energy time for you. All eyes on you, for better or for worse, okay? I feel like for some of you, you tend to stand out more than usual. The Two of Cups, somebody is showing you emotional support or love, or this is a great time for those of you in media and social media here. And other people could be showing their support and love for you at this time with this energy, okay? For others of you, you benefit through other people at this time, or this is a great time for word of mouth and other people want to promote you and help you grow. I feel for some of you here, you can be reconnecting with somebody here, and I feel like, you know, you're going to get clarity on why this person has been avoiding you, ignoring you, or just not giving you the time of day and acting like you're dead. Okay, so this relationship here is revived once again, and you two could be working towards some kind of relationship with each other or something, okay? But this person does want you in their life and does want some kind of like relationship with you, if not a love relationship, if not a commitment with you or a friendship with you. They do miss you. I feel like for others of you here that this is a beautiful time for negotiations, on the job training happening. The Empress card, I feel with this energy here that this could be dealing with the women in your life, or you benefiting through the women in your life during this time period as well. I do feel like there could be new love around you with this energy. I feel like truth is going to be revealed. There may have been, again, secrets this person keeping away from you, so this could be truth being revealed. This person could be like a no contact person, and they're going to come out and they're going to reveal their secret, and they're going to let you know that they've been crushing on you and stuff like that, and kind of like throw the ball into your court and see what you do with it. Okay, but I feel like I think that you two like each other, you know, and that's all that needs to be said, and you two are going to test the waters and see what happens. So muzzle. The Two of Coins, oh yeah, reconnecting with somebody that you already know. Alrighty, the Ace of Coins, delving into certainty. So this could be like a Pisces that is going to delve into certainty at this time, and go for it. I feel like also you could be taking more initiative in your life during this time period, and you could be a bit more confident with this energy, or you could just be having your YOLO moment and being like, F it, I'm just gonna go for it, you know. The World card, you have a lot of money around you, mastering your money in situation with this energy. So this is a beautiful time for money, a beautiful time for recognition, fame, and success coming your way. The Eight of Coins, you're a perfectionist when it comes to your career. You can be throwing yourself into your career at this time with this energy. So for some of you here, you know, I feel like work may come first, and then love may be a second kind of thing going on. So try to create that balance between work and play, and then everything else you got going on in your life. So this could be a busy time for you in the month of March. The Nine of Cups, my yes card to whatever question I did not answer is yes. The Knight of Swords, busy time period for you. I feel like this is going to be like love, career, life. I mean, you are not going to have no time. Like right now, you could be going through a depression. You could be feeling it. Like you're like, I hate life. And then next thing you know, life is going to come. It's going to be like life. And it's going to be like, oh my God, my life is filled. Okay. New love coming in with this energy. The Chariot card, smooth changes are coming for you with this energy. I feel like this could be victories coming up as well. Some much needed good news. Having more in control of your life. Soulmate energy coming through here. The Wheel of Fortune card, a turn of events is going to come through at this time. So I do feel like expect the unexpected. I do feel like somebody's going to try to reconnect with you and open up to you and tell you their secrets. I do see this being a time of astral travel, which I also saw for Aquarius, dreaming about success at this time. So this is a beautiful energy. So you're manifesting certain things that you want to happen in your life this month for you. So know that they're going to come to fruition. I feel for some of you, you can be feeling vulnerable during this time period, because you could be that person that's going to reveal a secret to somebody during this time period. So of course there's vulnerability, but I feel like it's going to turn out all right, if not better than all right. So, dive in the pool. The water is ice cold, but then after a while you kind of get used to it, sort of, kind of, let me see what else. I do see for some of you getting monetized on the social media. I do see passive income coming for you this month as well with this energy. The 10 of coins puts an emphasis on money. So I do feel like money is going to be coming in during this time period. You have a great level of self-control. You can be working on yourself during this time period. You can be coming up with get-rich-quick schemes with this energy as well. The 2 of wands, I feel for some of you, you can be very original in your way of thinking. You can be coming up with money-making ideas. This is a beautiful time for the energy itself to really move forward. This is your hard work and perseverance paying off this month as well. The 3 of swords, somebody's obsessed with you with this energy. This could also be traveling coming up, or this could be online dating happening as well, or this person is going to reach out to you via internet. All right, the 5 of cups, I feel certain things may no longer apply in your life with this energy. So for some of you, you may not be on speaking terms with mother. For others of you, you may not be on speaking terms with father. This could also be thoughts of mother and father at this time, okay? Or the focus could be more on them during this time period as well. For others of you, you may not be getting along with them. For others of you, they're trying to control your situation, those of you who are 30 and younger. And so they're not going to pay for your car note. They're not going to pay for your telephone bill. They may not be on speaking terms with you during this time period. Or you make more money now, so certain things aren't going to apply for you in that manner. The 6 of wands, I feel like success at this time brings about healing energy to you with this energy. I see fortune bubbling over this month for you as well. The king of swords, I feel like there's money worries, but then there's money coming in. I feel also that you have greater clarity on situations going on in your life. This could also be, I feel, truth being revealed to you during this time period as well with this energy. The high priestess card, trust your intuition at this time. I do feel like you are psychically connected to certain situations, so pay attention to your dreams. The 4 of cups, a great time for meditation. Again, meditation, spirituality, art can open up your intuition at this time. You can also be dealing with manipulative people. The 2 of swords, I feel like for some of you here, you're not making a decision. You're just trying to manifest a situation. I feel something you've been wanting for a very long time is going to come to fruition for you this month. I feel also for some of you, you're sitting on your hands about certain things that you want to do. You're more quiet into yourself, but when you speak, other people listen. And the Tower card, there could be some you could have your YOLO moment here. Yep, fate is going to intervene. You could definitely have your YOLO moment. For others of you, this is traveling or a move coming up during this time period. Decisions that you make are going to not just impact you, but other people around you. For some of you, this could be quitting your job or leaving a group or organization, or this could be like not on speaking terms with family, and it's going to affect not just you, but other people in your life. Oh, I love you, my fishies. I'm going to be doing the daily horoscopes right now, so be sure to like, subscribe on this channel, and then the weekly horoscopes Friday or Saturday. So kisses. Mwah.